Welcome to another video in the series for my winter edges and bits and pieces that I do over the winter that not only helps me catch more fish but makes me more comfortable on the bank. This video is going to be about how to get the most out of your boilies, on how to make them stand out for the crowd, make them more attractive to Mr. Carp and to put more fish on the bank for you this winter. First time you come across my channel and you like these type of videos and you want to see more of them, then it may be worth you hitting that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon, and you'll get notified every time I release a new video. Now, there's two reasons why I like to boost my boilies up in the winter. The carp, their senses get dulled as the water temperature drops, the fish slow down, they're less likely to feed because they don't need as much bait. So I want to make my bait stand out to them fish. So if they're in the area of where I'm fishing, they're more likely to drop down and investigate the bed of bait, the bed of boilies and my hook baits. Secondly, when you're fishing a lake in the winter months and everyone's putting out baits, Spodmix, boilies, whatever they're putting out, then I want my loose feed to stand out from everyone else's and hopefully get them to drop down to my spot rather than somebody else's spot. This little edge that I use with my boilies, I've been doing it for years and it's really stood me in good stead over the winter period when that temperature really drops and then fish don't tend to move about as much and don't feed as much. Now you can use this little trick, this little edge, with both freezer baits and shelf life baits. What I want to do is boost those boilies up. Now I use a couple of liquids and I use a couple of powders. First thing to do is decide on what bait you're going to use. Now everyone uses different bait. There's lots of really good baits out there that have got lots of attraction anyway and you'll catch fish on all winter. But I want to make mine stand out from everyone else's and make them stand out to the fish. So what I do is I get a kilo of bait, 2 kilo of bait, maybe half a kilo of bait. I put into a big plastic bag. You can get these from Tesco's or you can get them off the internet. I put some links down in the description below so you can have a look where you can get the bags from, and also anything I'm going to talk about, don't worry about writing it down or zooming back and fast forwarding the video. I put lots of info, lots of links down below in the description so you can just go there after you've watched the video and find out some more information about the liquids and the powders that I use. The beauty of this also is you can use your own liquids, you can use your own powders. It's not a video about you've got to use these liquids, you've got to use these specific powders. You can adapt it to what you use. I'm just giving you a general idea, some thoughts on the subject of what I use and what's worked for me over the years in the winter. So get yourself a big bag, put a kilo of boilies in, and then you want to add some liquids. Choose the liquids that you're going to use. Now I drizzle in a little bit of hemp oil, a little bit of liquid chili extract. But as I said before, you can use whatever liquids you want. Now the reason I use those two to coat the boilies, because that's what we're going to do, we're going to put a little bit of liquid in there, coat them up, get them to suck it in. I want the liquids and the powders to go up and down in the water column. Now the hemp oil is probably one of the best liquids you could ever use. You know, I don't know a fish alive that doesn't like hemp seed. And with that hemp seed is that fantastic oil. Now as it's an oil, it's the opposite of water, so it go up in the water. So you're thinking, well, why am I going to put hemp oil on my baits? It's just going to come off. But what you do is you infuse it into the baits and it give off little droplets and it go up in the water column. You know when you spot out hemp and you get that flat spot, that's what it do. Any fish in the area holding up in mid-water or swimming round, those little droplets of hemp oil are going to go through the water column and the fish will home into that hemp oil. It's going to hit their senses and they're going to drop down. The chili extract, that's a really hot and spicy liquid that just stimulates their senses also. If you just taste it, it's a really hot and it really works well, I've found, more so than any time of the year in the winter. Now mix those two together, drizzle a little bit into a bag with your boilies in, your kilo, 2 kilo boilies, roll them around, getting a good coat in and leaving it for about an hour to suck in. Come back to it after it's sucked in, I'll put a little bit more of the mix of the two liquids in, roll it around again, get a nice coat in, and then I'll add my powders. Liver powder, we talked about before in the first video about pimping up your pop-ups. I'll put a little link up here so you can go to the first video so you can see that, what I do with my hook baits. Liver powder really comes in its own in the winter time. It's good all year round. The benefits of this is you're not restricted to just use this in the winter. What I'm doing with my boilies to boost them up, you can use all year round and you can use all different types of liquids or powders, whatever you have confidence in. So the liver powder is a really good, highly nutritional, full of amino acids, full of minerals, full of stuff the carp like and actually need in their diet. After I've coated on the boilies with liquid, I'll shake a little bit of the liver powder in, and also another powder called green lip mussel powder. Again, a really old school powder which has got all the benefits, the amino acids, it's slightly salty as well. It's full of minerals and all the good stuff again that carp like and need in their diet. So I mix those two into the boilies, give them a good shake round, enough to give them a good coating and let that suck in. I put that to one side for about an hour and then come back to it to look how much of the powders have infused into those boilies. Now the beauty of this is you could add some more. The liver powder and the green lip mussel and the two liquids, you can't overdo them. You know, they're not chemicals, they're natural extracts and natural powders that you can put as much as you like in. Of course, you don't want to put loads and loads in, because you're going to defeat the object. You want to suck as much as you can of the liquid into the boilies and have a nice dusting of the two powders to infuse it into the boilies. What I do is I'll leave that for at least 48 hours before I go on my next session. And what happens is, where it infuses so much into it, I'll put them out, I can chop them up, I'll put them in my Spodmixes, I can catapult out single baits, I can spot out the whole kilo, whatever I want to do. It's very adaptable to the fishing that I'm doing at that particular time in the winter, or at any time of the year. What that will do is that will kick out attraction, that will make my body stand out from everyone else's on the lake. And what I found is the fish home in to those liquids and those powders in the water column, giving off all those really nice food signals and attractors that have been infused into those boilies. And ultimately will pull down the fish to get you more action throughout the winter. So there you go, there's a nice little edge. And the benefits of that, like I've said before, is that you use that all year round. You can include whatever liquids you want to, whatever powders you want to. That's just a starting block for you to have some ideas to what you want to put in. That's what works for me. That's what I use. Throughout the winter months, I've caught many fish over the years as the temperatures drop, and had some very successful winters maturing my boilies in that way. Well, I hope that helps you. Please let me know what liquids and what powders you use in the comments below, and if that particular way of pimping up your boilies and boosting your boilies has worked for you over the years. Don't forget, guys, if you like these type of videos and you want to see more in this series of videos and all my other videos, it may be worth you hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon and you'll get notified every time I release a new video. See you for the next video.